it's okay to go and have a career. I get it, but I ain't heard nothing about y'all prioritizing the family. That's disturbing to me. A family. I did hair for 25 years. I retired. I mean, a lot of these careers you're not even going to be in. I can call medical doctors right now, two of them that quit the industry. So we keep talking about, oh, I want to go be this, ride and die. Most our businesses fail within the first year or two. I'm just tired of all the capping that we do on these panels. We ain't got money like that. It may be a very few of us that do well, and I get it, sisters. I get it. But please stop acting like it's a majority. We need men, and men need us. I don't know why. Get you a man. I don't care if you make $50,000 a year. It's 50,000 more.
I think if you have a plan or a mission, that's different. I feel like there's some men that believe that they are leaders and they're not showing that they actually are. So I think, so I understand, like, I feel like every man do deserve the submission, but where's the leadership when it comes to those men?
Well,
like, you want us to sit, but I understand that we definitely have to, like, choose and pick, of course. Like, if we're getting married, we have to choose and pick the right man to lead us. I get that. But I'm talking about the men. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
If you marry a man, and I never got to answer the original question, worthy of submission. I believe all men are worthy of submission. When we're talking about a married couple, we're not talking about submitting to a boyfriend. We're talking about this is your husband.
Okay, yeah. I think the husband is completely different, because we chose that marriage.
Because y'all said all men. So we're only talking about married men deserve submission?
Well, I don't think it applies unless you're married, because there's principles where submission came from. It's from married couples. It didn't come from boyfriend and girlfriend or fornication.
But there's a lot of men that are boyfriends that want their woman to submit to them. So I thought we're talking about all.
I mean, I do disagree with him on that only because, I mean, at the end of the day, before we get married, you want me to show my masculinity and my manhood. And 9 times out of 10, the woman is going to want you to provide for her and show that you can take care of her before she would even consider being your wife and, taking them vows with you and going down that lane for marriage. So even if we boyfriend and girlfriend, if I'm doing everything I need to do, you definitely better submit. You better show me something that would make me want to make you a wife. I'm not going to promote you to something that you didn't work for or earn.
Cases, not just married. Because common sense, if we want this man to lead us and he's our husband, common sense, we want him to lead because he's the husband. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of like...
The principles didn't compensate. Yeah. The principle, it is a principle, and it was backed by divine order in an actual a biblical tradition. It didn't compensate for hookup culture, fornicating, or situationships in it. It was strictly for the covenantal union. So a lot of people.
So we're just focusing on the marriage. We're not focusing on no.
We should, and
I know we should. I definitely agree with that. But we're not talking about the other things that is happening in society.
Because I'm not gonna lie, y'all. A lot of men will say that, well, I have to see that you're a wife before I make you a wife. So a lot of men expect you to submit before you.
Precisely. And it worked both ways. You need to see that he can take care of business and be a husband before you accept that if he get down on one knee, before you accept that ring, and vice versa. Like I said, you can't not show me that you can be a wife and expect me to want to make you a wife when you haven't shown me anything that would make me say, yeah, I think I want to do this. She deserves to be a wife.
Become
and
a
vice
wife.
versa.
So that's what I'm saying. I was speaking from the perspective of if these people are dating, because I don't disagree with Naomi, but because Naomi spoke on she's submitting to her husband, a man that has he's valid, he's valued, he deserves it. But I thought we were coming from a place of are they just in a relationship and we're saying X, Y, and Z?
So
I need a little bit more.
That's where it's kind of.
Let's not forget to let Bo get her comments in.
Oh, go ahead. Whoever.
Go ahead, Bo. Talk to me, pretty girl.
Well, hello. I've been listening for a while, and I do believe that men today. No, I don't. I do not believe that men today need submission, because I think that submission is extremely harmful to women. I do think that they deserve Cooperation, I think that they deserve compromise, yes, because that's what every relationship deserves. But submission, as the definition says, absolutely not. That's dumb. But I do have just a few questions for Naomi, if I can. How long have you been married?
I'm not married.
Oh, okay. Um,
I'm divorced. I have full
oh,
custody of my
okay.
children.
Okay. What in your previous marriage, you do not have to answer this question.
No,
Were
you
you
go
ever
ahead.
asked to give up your businesses by your husband?
So, in my previous marriage, I was asked to give up one, and I did. It was a nonprofit that I had started for autism because our oldest son was autistic.
Okay. Um, you didn't need that business for your livelihood though, right?
Um, no, to be honest, it was
Okay.
more of a nonprofit.
Gotcha.
It was It
Um,
Works.
ha- has any other woman on the panel been asked to give up a business for their husband?
Hey.
And so, but Laisha, you got a different situation because you get to stay home and your man pays the
And
bills.
guess
So,
what? Guess what though? That is the biggest flex of all. It's very easy to say because she had that luxury, like she just said. What people
yeah.
don't understand is like I hate to sound classist because I'm not. For the most part, I love everybody. But it is a privilege to be to what men classify as submission. It does come with a price tag because it's a privilege. If you don't have the luxury of being able to, like she said, give up that business because that's not a part of your livelihood, hell no, he can't ask you to do that because no woman's gonna agree because it's gonna affect their pockets. But when you have the privilege
That's
to be
not
like, I
submission.
know my man got it, I'ma quit. Cause you know
That,
what was the running joke on Everybody Hates Chris? I don't need this. My man got two jobs because it's a
Exactly.
privilege. That is
Yes.
a privilege. And if you can't afford the privilege, then work harder as a man to be able to afford it.
But to
yeah,
be
because I
Submission is
fair
know
not
for
though,
privilege.
me, I was married at 22 to a 29-year-old,
mm,
and I try to seek leadership from him. I try to be submissive, but I end up being the breadwinner. I end up handling everything. Did I want him to be that leader to lead me? Absolutely. Like I did my best that I can. But remember, I was a 22-year-old marrying a 29-year-old, and I try to seek that. So that's why I said like everybody's situation is not different, and we can't say that, oh yeah, it's a small percentage. No, I know many women that was in my predicament that married young and try to handle the household, but unfortunately that man did not want to be a leader. It happens.
But
I
why
did
are
it
we
too,
making
but
submission a privilege? Why do we do that?
because a lot of women cannot afford to give things up for their man. A lot of women need the space to be someone who owns their own business or has a successful career because a two income household is the norm. And you have to be ambitious to stay in a lot of these careers in order to grow in a lot of these careers. It is a privilege to be able to sit at home and take care of your man and take care of the kids and take care of the household because there are not a lot of households like that. It is a privilege. It is a part
It's
of the 10% of
y'all are
this
making it a
country.
privilege.
so
Y'all are
That's
making
just,
submission a
it's the
privilege.
fact.
I mean, really, it was just tradition. And we seem to get further and further away from that as time goes on. And most people would contribute that to feminism. But I mean, it is a privilege in a sense, but it's more than that. It's tradition if everybody play their role. So you kind of stuck at a crossroads right now because you looking for a different definition in your own world to make it seem like a bad thing, but it's just really the natural order.
Submission was never founded on privilege. There was a position of a woman and a position of a man to God. So it never told me, God never said, man, hey, look, you can believe in me and walk in my order if X, Y. No, that's your position. Y'all are putting the contingencies on it and conditions on it because of the economy. It was never supposed to be like that. That's why I was asking that question. But go ahead, Dr. Lady O.
That's
All I hear is money. I don't really hear family. Because I told you I work in insurance, everybody gonna be broke at the end of the day. Okay, I work in Medicare. That's what I do for a living. We could talk all this stuff all we want, but most of us gonna be broke. It's just how it go. But at the end of the day, you both supposed to be contributing to the household.
Get them, Lady O. Get them. Hey, listen to your elders. Listen to your elders, because she about to spit something real.
The Bible doesn't specifically say men got to do all the financial stuff and the woman just sit at home. That's not submission. The Bible doesn't say that. This just does not. You're both committing to it. So I agree. Look, this is the thing. If you want a career, this is the thing. If a man want a family, how are you going to prioritize that into your family? How are you going to make sure that the kids' needs are taken care of first? That is a thing that we are missing. All I heard up here was he leading, she not leading, our money. All I heard was money, and my head's about to explode. And I'm like, what are we talking? Most of us are broke. We acting like we all sit up here as working about $1 million in our pocket, and we are not. At the end of the day, we all know 2 incomes are better than 1. So why would
Exactly. Y'all need to be more focused on moving as a unit versus thinking of it from a singular survival aspect. Like at the end of the day, if I make 80, or if you make 80 as a woman and then you meet a man and he also make 80, hell, if he makes 70 or 50 or 100, either way it go, that's 2 incomes coming together. You doubling your income depending on who you dealing with. So either way it go, more money ain't never hurt nobody's situation when it came to their lifestyle. So y'all looking at it from the wrong standpoint versus looking at it like, all right, let's do this from teamwork. If I get with somebody, we both may not be rich, but we put our money together and we can do something with that. We can live a comfortable life.
Some people saying that the man got to lead, the man got to lead, the woman got to. I mean, this is disturbing. This is all I hear from women is money, 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 money. It just blows my freaking mind.
Which is why we in the state we in now, because everybody, all the women worry about the wrong things. It ain't always about money. You ain't looking at character. You ain't looking at loyalty. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking at substance. Y'all looking for money, money, money. And that's going to lead y'all down the wrong path, dealing with the wrong people over and over. If the formula worked, everybody, all the women would be wifed up, happy lives, no broken homes, no children out of wedlock. But that's not the case. So it's not working. It's not working. Some got to change if y'all want different results. Otherwise, that's insanity.
It blows my mind. And you talking to a mother-in-law of 3 women. I have 3 of them. Yeah, Bo, I said it again because y'all ladies seem to forget. Y'all seem to forget. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep talking because they're in your age group. I'm older than y'all. I don't have these worries and problems. But all I hear is money. I don't hear nothing about family at all. Like it's kind of disturbing to me. Leading what? What happens when a man gets sick? What are you going to do? How are you going to take care of this household? What are you going to do? Now, I agree with those. I don't agree with. I think when the children are younger, a woman should be at home with the children more. I really, truly do. But when the kids go to school, get your behind up and go to work, and you bring home some money, and you can help invest the money, put the money up, buy some real estate property. Trust me, I'm seeing.
Yeah, or if you do got a situation where you got a man that's taking care of all the financials and he's cool with that dynamic, then make yourself useful around the house and just his everyday life to make his life more peaceful. You know, if he's able to sit you home and he don't mind, like he might want you to be home. You might have one of them type of dudes. Just make yourself useful around the house, make his life easier, you know, create a peaceful environment, stuff like that, the intangibles, you know what I'm saying? Just work with what you got, man. Work with what you got. And if you don't have a guy like that, like she say, man, you know, if the kid's young and it's possible, stay home and raise the kids yourself, get that that mother-kid bond. I understand for everybody that in a situation that's not possible. If it is though, that's the most ideal. Other than that, work with what you got, man. Either way it goes, it's a teamwork thing.
Three relationships grow like that. We are too greedy, ladies. It just doesn't make sense. For what? What about your kids still reading at low grade levels? We talking about all this money. I ain't heard nothing about our children and how we're going to get our children, raise our kids.
They postpone. Dr. Lady, you forgot, they postponing having children.
Oh, yeah. Then they're 40 and they run around here with 10-year-old at 50 years old. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay. And then you got to look at the lifespan anyway, but I'm going to let that go. But I'm just saying, all I heard since I've been listening was money. That's all I heard. It's okay to go and have a career. I get it, but I ain't heard nothing about y'all prioritizing a family. That's disturbing to me. A family. I did hair for 25 years. I retired. I mean, a lot of these careers you're not even going to be in. I can call medical doctors right now, 2 of them that quit the industry. So we keep talking about, I want to go be this ride and die. Most our businesses fail within the first year or two. I'm just tired of all the capping that we do on these panels. We ain't got money like that. It may be a very few of us that do well, and I get it, sisters. I get it. But please stop acting like it's a majority. We need men, and men need us. I don't know why. Get you a man. I don't care if he makes $50,000 a year. It's $50,000 more. That's all I'm saying. And he still should be able to lead. He still should be able to be a good father to your children. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm done. Let me just mute back up.
Here's my thing about that.
If he wants to, that's what it is. If he wants to.
But y'all,
if he wants to lead.
Take that thought.
That's the difference.
You're right.
If he wants to lead.
Let me tell you something. Hold on, baby. Hold on, love. Then stop sleeping with him. Because y'all say that, but you're still giving bodies to these guys. Y'all say you don't want to leave. He's not already. Y'all submitted with the day you open your legs.
You gave him kids too.
Exactly. That's the ultimate form of submission. I remember I had an ex situation. I had to tell her, like, look, if you ever open your legs to another man, just in our specific situation, the conversation we was having, ain't much more you can do. I don't really care about nothing else, because that's the ultimate form of submission that you can give to a man. So if you feel like this man can't do X, Y, and Z, why are you laying down and giving your body to him? It's nothing more. You can't get more submissive than that. And the fact that y'all don't even see it that way is telling. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. But she ain't telling no lies.
Already submitted to this guy.
We're talking about different situations. It happens. That's why I'm bringing it up. It is though.
Okay, if you a guy,
that's reality with other people. That's reality. That's reality when it comes to some people's situations. I'm not saying that is right.
But you keep cutting me off. Stop cutting me off.
I'm not saying that is right. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that it happens.
Today, I'm not cutting anybody off up here today. Again, if he, I'm telling you, a man want to lead. You'll know right now if a man want to lead, whether or not if he marries you. But you ladies are giving up the first thing first. You're not giving a man a chance at all to show you his real self. Because you're not hold on, love. And got.
So y'all let me know what y'all was thinking. Definitely Grams was definitely cooking. Dr. Lady O definitely agree with what she's saying. At the end of the day, it's like, man, that's the ultimate form of submission. So I never understood when women complain about all these men that they dealing with, or the man that they're dealing with. And especially when it's an instance like this where they're talking about the man's not doing what he need to do in order for me to submit. And why you with him? Why'd you pick him? It sounds like a you problem, and it sounds like you need to work on yourself and pick the type of person. I just don't get it. I ain't finna pick the person that ain't doing what they need to do. Me personally. But hey, I guess I'll be considered one of the wise ones. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Please like the video, push it into the algorithm. Please subscribe if you ain't already subscribed. For those who are, I appreciate y'all rocking with me. We back in action. Juan Ramon, Raw Reality Mindset. Y'all have a good day. I love y'all. Gang.
Yeah, you the real like you can't take the real of me. Don't bring them bad vibes, don't need you killing my energy. Can't fuck with you if you a fuck nigga, ain't feeling me. She try to ride a nigga way to the filigree. Can't trust a soul, no, I can't fuck with none of my enemies. I cut up family and you niggas ain't even